So one of the best and easiest ways to boost this engagement in the micro test phase is using captions. So first of all, what is a caption? If you don't know what the caption is already, it's basically just the text that accompanies your image or video that you post to Instagram. It has a word limit of 2,200 words, which is actually a lot of words to go along with your Instagram photo. So if we can optimize our captions, we can optimize our engagement and therefore improve the performance of our micro test and then get exposed to much more people than just 10% of our audience. So here are the top 3 strategies that we're going to investigate together, and we're going to go through them one by one and show you exactly how you can use story, questions, and call to actions in order to really skyrocket the engagement you get on your posts, and not only increase the average amount of people that you are exposed to per image, but increase the chance that you're going to go absolutely viral and blow up your account with just one post. So the first one is story. And story is basically telling a story in your caption. Now you can see this is Achieve Success, is the Instagram account that posted this. It's not actually Will Smith's account, but they've posted a photo with Will Smith, and it said a little quote from him that says, "The things that have been most valued to me, I did not learn in school." And then that could just be the image. They could just post that. But that would not get as much engagement as if they posted the story that they have below it. And you can see they've posted a little, it's not exactly a story, but they posted a longer caption that tells a story, that tells, it has quotes and emojis, and people stop scrolling on this and they read through it. So you can see they've got an Albert Einstein quote: "I have no special talents, I'm only passionately curious." And then there are worse crimes than burning books. One of them is not reading them. You know, these are all just random quotes that go along with the actual quote from Will Smith. And then you can see at the bottom they've written, "Tag someone who needs to see this." So this is another call to action, which we'll be discussing in later on in this lecture. But they've done really well to put that those quotes and those extra information and extra value into the bio or into the caption of this photo. And therefore, when people are actually scrolling through their Instagram feed and they stop on it, they're going to spend more time on it. They're going to be more likely to interact with it and more likely to go and follow this account just because they've got an extra additional 300 words below it. It's the same for this one. You can see there's a photo of 3 ladies on a beach. And if this was just all it is, this is obviously posted by the United Nations. You can see there in the bottom right. And if this was just the image, it'd get a few likes, a little bit of engagement, and people would keep scrolling. But you can see they've posted the background story behind the image, which is really, really key. You'll be shocked at the engagement difference from posting a background information about the post that you're talking about, or the background information about the post that you've posted on Instagram. You're going to see much higher interaction, engagement, and therefore much higher amount of exposure for it. So I highly recommend you try telling a story like these 2 examples here. And why it actually increases your exposure, because the biggest one it does is it increases the time on the posts. So you can have people transfixed on your post because you're telling them a story, therefore increasing the time spent on posts, which, remember, that is one of the strongest engagement identifiers from Instagram. A story is also going to be a lot of text, so you want to make sure you break up the paragraphs, because otherwise everyone's just going to be overwhelmed by the amount of text. You can see they used emojis and they used dots, and they used fun text characters to keep you engaged, because the longer you can get people to spend on that post, the better it's going to do. And of course, it boosts trust and affinity. It helps people understand you, understand your content, and want to actually like and engage with your future content. So number 2, this is a really simple one as well, but it actually works really, really well on Instagram right now. So you can see this is Dan Locke, and he's asking questions in his content. So would you rather be rich or would you rather be right? And you can see he's got a red pill, blue pill, and he's dressed up like he's in the Matrix. And in the caption below, you can see he's written Through my 20 years in business, I've noticed that most people would rather be right and satisfy their big ego than be rich. Would you rather be right or rich? Comment below. So you can see he's asking a question that's going to get people to engage. It's going to get people to actually write their opinion on this. A lot of people are going to be writing right, or a lot of people are going to be writing rich. And it's really a fantastic, simple way just to ask that question in the bio, and even to ask that question in the actual content, to get people stopping, to get people typing, to get people interacting with your posts, increasing engagement, and especially in that micro test phase where the content is going to go absolutely viral if you can get enough people to actually engage with this question. So you can see here, this is a really simple one from Chipotle. It's who else does this? And it's just this guy shaking up his Chipotle bowl before he eats it. And some people might do it, some people might not do it, but I think the key here is that people are going to have an opinion on this because they've asked to have an opinion on it. So people are like, oh, no way I do that, that's silly. Or they could be like, yeah, of course I do that. And people are going to be not only commenting, but when you read something like who else does this, you want to see what the content actually is. So they're going to stop and wait for that video to play because someone's asked them for their own opinion. So making sure you're asking people for their opinion. And here's a third, not specifically a question, but a call to action, which is caption this picture. So they haven't actually captioned their own photo, but they've actually got a really cool photo of a cat in front of a volcano in Japan, and they're asking people to caption it. So whether people actually go down to the comments and caption it for them and increase engagement that way, or if they just see the call to action of caption this picture and they'd be like, oh, what would I caption it? And they don't even have to type it, but they'd scroll back up to the photo and be like, oh, what would I do? And to caption this, they're increasing their engagement. So question keys. Get people to comment, because that will really, really increase your engagement, especially the way Instagram is trending. You want comments, as many comments as possible. And of course, don't complicate it because people don't want to be stopping and trying to decipher what you're saying. Make it really easy for people to respond by asking questions like this. Do you agree? Red pill or blue pill, like Dan Locke did. Which door? And you can have 3 different doors in your photo. 1, 2, or 3. Like you can say, which is your favorite way to eat your burrito? 1, 2, or 3. You can have different options. What's your favorite flavor? Or caption this photo. Really simple and easy questions that you can put in your content to increase your engagement. Now, call to actions. Again, really, really simple. You can see this is a really awesome looking getaway house thing. I don't know if it's photoshopped or real, but it's just a big globe of glass, which I'm sure is really tough to keep clean. But Luxury Empire have posted this and just written tag your better half. And this is intended for girls to be scrolling through their Instagram and oh my god, that'd be an amazing getaway. Tag their boyfriend, and hopefully their boyfriend can take them here. But it's just a really cool way to say tag your better half instead of no call to action down there at all, or check this out sort of thing. And less people are going to be interacting and engaging with it because they aren't having a call to action like this. You can see here, this is Shake Shack, and it says looking double tap worthy. Double tap obviously is how you like a photo, so the call to action is to like this photo by just prompting the words double tap in there. Here's a really cute little photo, cutest cat for you posted, and you can see someone had made a replica of their cat in a mini form, and you can see they've got double tap written in their caption, and they've also got follow cutest cat for you, which means they're not only prompting a double tap but a follow. And if you can get someone to follow you in your micro test, you're going to do really, really well, because that is your content is really, really good, because people are going to see your content, have to click on it, have to go to your account and follow it. Instagram are going to be like, wow, that must be a really good piece of content if they prompt a follow. So call to action keys. Make sure you get people to comment or like on your photos to boost the engagement in the micro test phase. What would you like or tag a friend for? So ask yourself that, like, what are you interacting with? What are you engaging with on your own Instagram account? And make sure you're replicating that in your Instagram account that for the content that you're posting. Sorry if I've said that in the most confusing way possible, but basically what's making you like photos and what's making you tag a friend. Do that on your own content. And make it very visible for the viewers by using emojis and spaces. Remember, don't overwhelm them with big block text. Here's a few prompts that you can use. It can be tag a friend, like if, and then you put some condition in there. Double tap if, again, put a condition in there. And you can actually use a piece of content with both of those. Like if you agree, or comment if you disagree, sort of thing. So you can use 2 call to actions and have people sort of talking against each other. Follow us, again, is a really powerful one. So remember, you want to keep your captions relevant to your brand. Don't go out and copy anyone that's random, that's doing really well, because you don't want to hurt your brand reputation. So make sure that you are adapting what these other people are doing to your own process, to your own brand, and making sure it's brand relevant, because this is what's actually building trust. If you can remember in the last module, we need to keep building trust in order to be able to sell people our services and our products.